Hello once again. You know what? It was pointed out to me by one of my followers, that subscribers, whatever, that I forgot to predict an important fight this weekend, which was Haney versus George Cambosos 2. Yeah, so I don't know how I could forget it, but anyway, it happened. So I decided to make a separate video just for that fight. So it won't have to be that long. Alright, so this is a rematch of a fight that was happened actually only 4 months ago in Melbourne. It will also be held there this time as well. And it was a pretty, clear victory by Devin Haney. Yeah, Kambosos really struggled to land in that fight. And I guess it's kind of some sort of hubris, because I guess since he beat Teofimo Lopez, he thought he could just do the same with Haney, because I think he was simply not doing enough of his trademark, you know, fighting style that actually won him the fight against Lopez. That is simply swarming, just applying pressure, enough pressure. He kept, rushing in and missing a lot, but he wasn't doing enough of going to the body, and just roughing up Haney. Because, that's what you do against boxers like slick, clever boxers like he. But that's pretty much what Ricky Hatton was doing against Floyd Mayweather. And it went well until, he just made a mistake and just rushed in and got caught. But anyway, enough about that one. Yeah, I don't really see actually. Even if he does that, I still think it will be hard for Kambosos to win this fight, unless, of course, there should be some kind of, how do you call it, kind of prejudice when it comes to judging. Yeah, it might even happen, but I think, yeah, I think people are now. Well, it's not people really, but what I want to say is that now Haney is the undisputed champion, and since he is that, it will be hard to take the title away from him because once you crown somebody the undisputed champion, he is pretty much enjoying certain privileges, you might say. Yeah. Even though he wasn't able to get the rematch made in America, but yeah, it was still, I think it was gracious of him to accept the fight again. To just accept the rematch and also to have it, to say yes to fighting in Australia again, of course. And I don't think so many would have done that, especially after they became the undisputed champion. Of course, it should be you that now is making the terms, right? So, uh, but because for the first fight, Camosos was the one with 3 belts, I believe, and Haney had one only. But now he has all four. But anyway, I'm digressing. uh, and I think just simply Haney is too slick, too clever for Kambosos, and when it comes to Teofimo, he's not a slick guy, really. He's more like a puncher, and you know, he can make box to an extent, but he's not a really slick, clever guy like Haney. From that once again, Floyd Mayweather school. Yeah, so that's why Kambosos was able to offset his, fighting plan, or however you say it, enough to win in that fight. Yes, exactly. And Kambosos, his problem is that he's not really a puncher either. He's simply like, one could compare him to Vito and to Fermo. He was that's our sort of guy, just a brawler, just a guy who slugs it out, but he's not likely to win by a knockout in a major fight, right? So yeah, maybe by some miracle, he could land some kind of body shot, maybe that may put Haney out of the game. That's all I can see, to deliver or something, it's pretty much like when Johnny Falcone, knocked out fighting Harada. That was the only knockout in a big fight he had. Yeah. Well, anyway, it happens. Sometimes if you are aggressive enough, and yeah, sometimes a magic punch lands comes along. But I think there are just it's like 85% chance that Haney wins again, like 15 20 that Cambosos wins. That's how I would put it. There isn't really that much more to say. It's simple. I mean, whoever has seen the first fight, Haney outboxed Cambosos really. I mean, he really dominated. And even more, I mean, that two of the judges like gave Cambosos 4 rounds. I don't think he even won. Maybe he won two because the third judge gave him two only. Yeah, maybe yeah, that sounds plausible. But four, no way, man. He got home. He got they taken to school. So yeah, maybe I can see this fight being a little closer, maybe because Cambosos will want to look better this time, and he will. He has been surely trying hard, watching the tape over and over again, and he's trying hard to see what he did wrong. He's a very determined guy, also. So who knows? He can do better this time, but will it be enough? I wouldn't really bet on it. I think Kane will beat him again. Yeah, maybe I can see though a draw happening. That is very likely. If the fight is any closer than the last time, yeah, I can see it. It doesn't really, I mean, Kambosos doesn't have to win more than 4 or 5 rounds this time to get a draw, I believe, in Australia. Who knows? You've seen a lot of bad judging in the last 5, 6 years, a lot of it. Yeah. So, but anyway, my prediction is still that Haney wins on points again. All right, so that should be it. Thank you for watching. See you.